There are so many obnoxious people online. As I always say, TikTok welcomed in this way of filming content that anyone could do. Great, everyone has a phone, everyone can make content. You don't have to have a setup like this and be a YouTuber. You can just film from your car. You can cry in your car. You can cry in your kitchen. You can cry on a plane, you can scream on a plane, and send it out to millions and millions of people. Unscripted, very unedited, very earthy. But that also leads to seeing how people really are when they think they are doing something but not really doing it. Obnoxious people. People like to have the biggest reactions to the smallest things. So this is Cruel Rice. Is that right? Cruel Rice? Sorry, let me just check. A Twitch streamer. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's just see what's happening.
Just went to go get my hair cut. My hair's not cut.
Oh.
And I will be writing a 1-star review for this place. Thank you very much. I love LA.
Okay. Shit happens, right? We've seen a lot of salons take the piss, be nasty. Okay.
Hey guys, this is really awkward. Posted myself crying on the internet and gave absolutely zero context and disappeared when all the incels started commenting. That's my bad, okay?
They're everywhere.
I'm back to address the questions, the comments, the concerns, if you will. First and foremost, what happened? Well, it's a really long story, but essentially...
So we're not getting the story? But we did get that 1-star review that she said she was going to leave. Lisa, no, this comes from. It is a 1-star review, and for some reason she's attached a picture of herself crying as a grown-up on the internet. That's always a great look. It says, I had been really looking forward to my appointment with Madeline. She was coming... Oh, I hate saying that in an English accent. Madeline. It sounds so... I don't know. Anyway, I was coming from Van Nuys, I don't know what that says, and unfortunately, the universe threw every delay my way. I'm not usually late, and I was already anxious, so I called ahead of time to let her know I'd be 10 minutes late. 10 minutes is fine sometimes, but that my estimated time of arrival was potentially going up. I communicated clearly and got there as fast as I possibly could. I was informed of a 15-minute grace period and was told she had another client at 12:30. My appointment was at 11. Okay. The elevator for my parking garage didn't work, and so I ran through the mall out of breath and showed up to her chair a minute or two after the grace period had ended. She sat me down in her chair and told me she didn't think an hour and 15 minutes was enough time to give me a haircut. My hair is shoulder length. Today was my only day off, and I told her I couldn't reschedule. Oftentimes I've had to wait for other clients' hair to finish. You can't just say often. Oftentimes, I've had to wait for other clients' hair to finish up, and I was taken aback that she was turning me away after all I did to arrive there on time. Her lack of empathy and humanity shocked me, and I left there sobbing after planning my whole day around this haircut I was so excited for. I will not be returning. You planned your whole day around it and you were still late? That's fine. Stuff happens, I guess. The salon replied, Strand of Soul Studio. This is the owner. Hi Lisa, we're sorry to hear you left disappointed. We understand how frustrating unexpected delays can be, especially when you planned your day around an appointment. As discussed when you called, our salon has a 15-minute late policy to ensure we stay on schedule for all guests. Great. By the time you arrived at 11:20, there was unfortunately not enough time remaining to complete your service with the reference photos and haircut you were requesting without impacting the appointments of other clients who were scheduled after you. We did offer to reschedule your appointment for another day. We understand that option did not work out for your schedule. While we regret that we weren't able to accommodate you, we remain committed to providing quality service while respecting the time of all our clients. We wish you the best and appreciate your feedback. Great response. Very professional. You have a 15-minute grace period. If you break that grace period by 5 minutes, that is going to put you off track. And especially in hair salons, it's very timed, very scheduled. It could be hair color, hair styling, whatever. It's very to the time. And if you're not sticking to that time, you're going to get complaints that people are waiting. So does everyone have to suffer from that knock-on effect because you were late for your appointment? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. This is a very like, oh, my mum books my appointments for me kind of person. No, no, that's really judgy. I'm sorry. That is really judgy. But listen, if you planned your whole day around an appointment, here's what I do, right? Because I travel an hour to go and get my hair cut because I like the person who cuts my hair. I think he's really good at what he does. He has this level of professionalism that I have in my work when it comes to makeup artistry. I explain things through. I communicate with my client to make sure they understand what I'm doing. Even if they don't know what I'm talking about, I want them to understand my thought process, not the whole way through, but you know, at the beginning, at the end, there's a consultation. Show your professional work and why you've done what you do. I love that in people that provide services, right? But what I do is I check the traffic an hour before I leave. If you live in LA, did she say LA? Come on, traffic. I've been there twice. And I already know that I am going to leave for my appointment, maybe even 2 hours before it's actually scheduled. Maybe I'll go shopping before if I'm too early. Maybe I'll go and grab a coffee before I have my appointment if I'm too early. Fine, but I would rather be super early than even 5 minutes late. Even when I'm 5 minutes late, I get like she does, sweaty. Oh my God, I can't believe this. If you have truly planned your day around something, if you live in LA as well, you know the traffic situation. You know how to organize your time a little bit more. This isn't the first time you've had to get yourself to an appointment on time, right? I'm assuming. This isn't the first time you've had to get somewhere at a certain time. Or even traveling somewhere, you should have a rough idea of how long it takes for you to get somewhere. You're in your car, you drive. That's not planning your whole day around it. That's giving yourself minimal time to get to your appointment. In my opinion. I don't know. Perhaps I'm wrong. I always like to read the comments to maybe give myself a little bit of backup. Someone says, my only day off. Mind you, she's a full-time streamer. She literally sets her own schedule. Listen, no, I do get that. I'm a full-time content creator. I work 7 days a week. You set your own schedule, but okay. First world problems. 11:16 is still 15 minutes late. I hope this helps. Yes, exactly. Why did you leave her review? She didn't charge you. She tried to fit you in. She didn't give you a bad cut. I understand being upset, but I don't see why she deserves a bad review. I would encourage you to think about this from a different perspective. Absolutely. But also as well, why are you leaving a picture of yourself crying? If you had a bad haircut and the picture was off the haircut, you know, and you're like crying, look at my hair, it's so shit, because you're then given a picture of a service. No, you didn't receive a service. You didn't experience that service. Your review is leaving a bad review because you broke their time schedule thing. But also you've decided to attach a picture of yourself crying, which actually has nothing to do with a review other than you are crying. That's crazy. That is, sorry, but that is insane. Not that she's upset. It's not crazy that she's upset. You can feel any way you feel. But imagine if I went to a restaurant and I walked in and went, do you have any tables? And they were like, no. And I was like, can you squeeze me in? And they were like, oh, no, not really. Actually, could you give us 30 minutes? I was like, oh, no, thank you. And then I went to my car and cried and put a picture of me out crying and be like, they couldn't find me a table. You didn't receive a service. Why are you attaching a picture of yourself crying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's wild. As an adult too. This one says, you're so serious, and that's actually the scariest part. Okay, this one says, 1, if you live in LA, you know. And she says, so you knew. When I put in the address, the arrival time said 11:04. So you knew you were going to be late. True. She said it was in a mall. So you knew. She said they have 50-minute grace period. So you knew. That's so true. She knew all these things. This one says when you go to the salon photos, this is what comes up. Why did you upload this? Why is there a picture of you looking down at your phone, crying? That's not the hair that they gave you. You are crying because you were late to your appointment and they said you couldn't have your appointment anymore. And you uploaded a picture of yourself as an adult onto the internet for everyone to see of you crying because you couldn't make your appointment time. Because the salon stuck to their rules so it didn't affect everyone else. And you put this up. Insane. The internet's forever, and so is that picture, unfortunately. You know who else had something to say about this? The stylist who was going to cut her hair if she was actually on time to her appointment.
Go get my hair cut. My hair's...
Hi, I'm Madeline, and I am the hairstylist that this whole drama is about. So, to give you a little explanation, if you want to go into the full story, you can totally click Lisa's original video, and there's this video and another video where she says fuck my business and fuck me. You can watch that and get the gist, but basically she was more than 15 minutes late to her appointment. I do give a 15-minute grace period. She wanted a very textured, layered haircut. I'm very detailed oriented.
As you
I don't
should be.
like to rush.
Absolutely.
Just like her, rushing and being late gives me anxiety.
100%. Listen, like as I said, I can be 5 minutes late and it knocks off my whole day.
I really hold my clients to come on time, and because of that, I hold myself accountable and I am on time. And I just feel like the door has to swing both ways, and unfortunately this was just me sticking true to my boundaries.
For sure.
Doing hair can be hard, and doing that can be hard. If you're a hairstylist, you completely understand that. I'm really not coming on here to bash Lisa. I genuinely feel very bad for her. Anyone that feels comfortable crying on the internet or posting a bad Google review of them crying, I really feel like there's a deeper issue there.
Yeah, same. Sorry, but same.
And beyond a haircut, beyond someone saying no to you, like there's a deeper issue that she has to deal with. And,
right.
I truly do wish her the best.
Sure.
I just really wanted to make this video to say thank you to all of the people that are sticking up for me.
And this isn't like some wild thing to be like, oh, she was late. I don't think so. People are late all the time. People are always late to appointments. It happens all the time.
And, showing me support. I'm a very private person, and marketing my business on the internet has been very intimidating for me and has pushed me to really step out of my comfort zone. And although it has done numbers for my business, I am a hairstylist. I work 6 days a week. I only take Mondays off. And I work, anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. So, I don't schedule lunches. That's why I really value my time and I value your time, because, it can really throw my whole day.
Yeah, I've known hairstylists and they will have like a cigarette break if they smoke. If that.
Off. And I believe in giving you quality work. And if I'm thrown off, your haircut is thrown off and my work isn't as good. So I really try to give my clients the best quality as I could possibly get and be transparent. I really just wanted to say thank you to anyone that has left a good review on our business account, anyone that has said something nice about me. Thank you so much. I really believe in the power of kindness, like being a kind person and, seeing people as people. Like sometimes we have shit days and people fuck up our coffee order. There's hair in our fucking food. At the end of the day, someone's showing up, doing a job, and just respect one another, I don't know. I just wanted to say thank you. And that's it. I love you guys and have a great day.
Wow. Our little crier actually finally got her haircut. Do you want to see what she wanted? This is it. So what's wrong with a fringe? No, personal taste, right? We like what we like. Wow. What a journey. What a journey. Some things just aren't worth the tears, are they? All right, let me know your opinions down below. Do you think it's a good idea to post a picture of you crying anywhere with a review? Order something bad from Amazon. Oh, it's not what I thought. Come on now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.